You know those people, right? The ones who walk into a room and just own it. Before they even say a word, there's this energy, this confidence that just makes everyone pay attention. It kind of feels like a superpower, doesn't it? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a skill. So, what's their secret? Let's break down the art and science of presence. It all really starts with this question. You might think of great leadership and making a killer first impression as two totally separate things. But what if I told you they weren't? What if they're both powered by the very same core quality? What's that secret ingredient that ties them both together? Yep, the answer is presence. It's that perfect combination of how you feel on the inside, your inner confidence, and how you project that to the world. It tells everyone who you are and what you're about. Presence really is the foundation of all influence, whether you're just meeting someone or you're leading a whole team. Okay, so let's dive right in at the very beginning, that first moment someone lays eyes on you. See, presence isn't a switch you just flip on when you start talking. No, it's a silent conversation that starts the instant you become visible. And get this, our brains are incredibly fast. Research shows it takes just 7 to 10 seconds to form a lasting first impression. That's it. That is less time than it takes to decide what to watch next. In that tiny, tiny window, people are already making judgments, all based on your nonverbal cues. So why are those few seconds so powerful? Well, a big reason is a little mental shortcut our brains use called the halo effect. Basically, if our brain spots one positive thing about you, say you have a confident posture or a sharp outfit, it just kind of fills in the blanks and assumes other positive things, like you're competent or trustworthy. It's a powerful and, yeah, sometimes totally unfair shortcut that shapes how people see you right from the get-go. And that right there is why you just can't fake authentic presence. It's not an act you put on, it's an inside-out journey. Real, true influence is built on a rock-solid foundation of genuine self-confidence. So the big question is, how do we build that? Well, the really good news is that confidence is a skill, not some gift you're born with. You can totally develop it. You can start with self-knowledge, really get honest about your strengths, and maybe keep a log of your wins, big and small. Then there's positive thinking, using affirmations, focusing on what went right, and a huge one, setting clear, achievable goals. Every little win builds momentum and strengthens that belief in yourself. And this is exactly why it matters so much for influence. Confidence isn't just about feeling good about yourself. It's about what that feeling allows you to do. It's the fuel that powers decisive action, clear opinions, and the grit to get through tough times. You know, all the hallmarks of a really effective leader. Okay, so you've built that inner foundation. Now what? How do you project it outward? The answer is through your communication. Your confidence isn't just in your words, but in the entire way you express yourself. Honestly, how you say something can completely change its meaning and impact. Think of an influential communicator as having a full toolkit. It all starts with active listening and empathy, truly understanding where other people are coming from. Then you've got persuasion, using both logic and emotion to get people on board. And of course, your tone and intonation, the actual music of your voice, can signal confidence or doubt. Now, this is a really critical distinction to make. True leadership relies on persuasion, not manipulation. See, persuasion is transparent. It's about building trust and finding a solution that benefits everyone. Manipulation, on the other hand, is shady. It uses pressure or deception to get its way. One inspires people, the other forces them. And the choice you make absolutely defines the kind of influence you have. All right, we've talked about the internal stuff and the verbal stuff. Now for that final layer, the visual. Your appearance, from your clothes to your posture, is like your visual signature. It's a powerful nonverbal message that frames everything else you do and say. Style really is a language, and the key is to be fluent in whatever situation you're in. A sharp suit in a boardroom communicates professionalism and authority. A well-fitted tuxedo at a gala signals elegance and respect for the occasion. The message isn't about being flashy or expensive. It's about showing that you understand the context you're in. And believe it or not, even the colors you choose to wear are sending a message. Blue often signals trust and stability, which is why it's a staple in the business world. Black conveys power and authority. Gray suggests sophistication. Choosing your colors isn't just about fashion. It's a strategic way to reinforce the impression you want to make. Here's a perfect example of this in action. Just look at the colors in this meeting. It's a sea of blues, grays, and whites. And that is no accident. This professional color palette is being used to create an atmosphere of stability, competence, and trust. It's a visual conversation happening before anyone even speaks. And beyond your clothing, Your body itself is a huge communication tool. Just standing or sitting upright with your shoulders back doesn't just make you look more confident, it actually makes you feel more confident. It's such a simple change, but it instantly broadcasts openness and self-assurance to everyone around you. So, how does this all fit together? Well, it's not just a collection of random tips. It's about creating a positive feedback loop, a virtuous cycle. When you build up that inner confidence, you project it through better communication and a stronger appearance. People then respond more positively to you, which in turn reinforces your confidence even more. Over time, this cycle is what builds your presence into your personal brand. So if we boil it all down, mastering your presence really comes down to these three key areas. First, build your inner confidence from the ground up. Second, learn to communicate with real impact. Listen, connect, and persuade. And third, consciously curate your appearance so that your style and body language are perfectly aligned with your message. Ultimately, your presence is your introduction to the world. It's the story you tell before you even utter a single word. So, the question I want to leave you with is this: what story do you want yours to tell?